Hello everyone and welcome back to another episode of FTB Integration by Parts. As I was getting ready for today's video, I realized I have now access to this capsule right here. It's one of the Capsule Corp buildings. This little bad boy. Now this is just a tower, so the rest is decoration, but this will be a major improvement from this, and then we can start separating some machinery. So if you let it load, you can see that this is, well, quite big. quite big, so it's going to be a little bit tricky to place. But first I kind of need to flatten this area out. There's a lot of water that I need to fill in, so I'm gonna get my hands started on that. But I also knew that there had to be a better way for us to start mining, and there is. There's a quarry. Now this bad boy brings some feels, you know, because even though the recipe is a little bit different, I believe it still kind of works the same. And so after our amazing setup of machines over here, we now have everything we need to make this. Let's start with an advanced machine block. There we go. And now, oh yeah, I forgot we need two more. Whoops. Don't worry, it's just technical difficulty. I got the items, I'm pretty sure. Yeah, I do get the items. Just basic materials. This is just basically crafting. And there we go. We can go ahead, we can make all of these because we're gonna need more. And we got ourselves the quarry. And the good thing about the quarry is that we need to also make these landmarks, and afterwards we're gonna get a trash can, which hopefully gonna be useful at the start. But this will allow us to clear very large spaces with not that much effort. So how does this bad boy work? Now if you place it down, you can oh, that's not the one. This is the one. Yeah, if you place it down, you can see there's a small range where it's actually active, and I can even do it like this so you can see a little bit better. Yes. So it has like a base area, but this can be bigger. And to make this bigger, we need these, the landmarks. Now let's start off, for example, here. You can place one here. Basically, we make 3 because we only need 3. So we're telling this is one corner of the area that we want to dig, basically. And for example, if we go all the way here, we tell it, well, let's put another one here. Right, and then all we got to do is go all the way to the next point, and now it's going to make a square where as soon as we place the quarry, it should realize that this is indeed the area that we want. Now I know that we have it on a 65 area, so here is the place. Yeah, because I want to flat this area out all to white level 64, and this should have connected. Oh wait, I believe we need to toggle them on. Well, they actually changed this a little bit, where the quarry is actually now the corner block, and you can see it now has a pretty big range. That's because it goes all the way to that corner, all the way there, and it now goes all the way to this corner that we set up. Now of course this guy needs power, and we can't quite connect our immersive engineering power to this, but well, we can actually just connect a geothermal generator, right? So if you give it a lava bucket, or maybe right click with lava, there you go, you can see that this guy actually lost the thing that was in here because it's now starting to dig up some sand. Now he's going to start going down corner to corner. As you can see, it's going to dig a line, and it's going to dig one, all like basically one block in each single area. So it's not super ideal for clearing out large areas. I mean, if you're meant to take down a mountain, this is amazing, right? But what we really want to achieve with this is to actually clear out this entire area. So where was our mistake here? Well, our mistake here was not actually giving it a proper area to work with, because it's working on this level. But if you raise it a couple of levels, he has actually a couple extra blocks here that he needs to clear. Well, unfortunately for me, it seems that they've taken some of the features of the quarry, so I can't quite put it to work how I want it to work. So I guess we're basically going to be only using this to mine something. Now, ideally, we would have access to some pumps, and we would pump out like lava from somewhere into it. So that might be an option. We also have the proper, like an actual pump from industrial contraptions, or we can also use one from mechanism, which I believe that works. And that one's mana, but then this one isn't actually for pumping out lava, I think. But it can also pump out lava, but I don't think it actually is very good for it. And well, there we go. This area has been flattened thanks to this Tinker's Bronze excavator with a little bit of inferior, and just slapped a diamond on it, and well, pretty much did the job. It now needs repairing, but that can wait a little bit, because now we can actually go ahead and grab ourselves this capsule. Now, this tower I want to be pretty much center. I really don't know like how many entrances this thing has, but I really wanted to, oh, okay, I can't break with this, okay, but I really want it to be close to the docks here, because I want to make this a little bit bigger later, because I want to have more things coming in, because this actually gives us 3 types of nuggets, or 6 types of nuggets, sorry, plus some food, bones, string. So it gives us a lot of resources, plus it gives us some enchanted books, and I want to make this thing sort this out so we can get a couple of enchantments really easily, just by having a couple of boats going back and forth. So this will be the lower level of the building, will be basically for our docks. So I kind of want to rotate it. For some reason it's not really rotating. Oh wait, I know why it's not rotating, because it's the same on all 4 sides. Oh wait, why it's not rotating? Yeah, well, yeah, it's literally the same on all 4 sides. So we're gonna ahead and probably put it, I want to put it close to the edge here, so we can have space to have a road going around it. So I don't really want it to be super, I believe here seems to be a good spot for it. And maybe a couple blocks here, and boom. It's gonna take a while, it's gonna lag my world, and boom, here we go. So it has been built. It doesn't actually seem to have an entrance. Hold on. Wait, does this thing literally not have an entrance? Wait, why? Wait, am I meant to make? Well, I can make one, right? We can just break this area here, and we can make ourselves an entrance. There we go. Now, inside of here, I believe, yes, we do already have some installed elevators, which lead us all the way up to the top. This is actually an elevator block, which is pretty cool. And we have 1, 2, 3, 4 levels and a roof. So that's pretty cool. We do have to now start building things into here, and we're going to have the docks linked probably there to the side, linked into the building, so we can actually go ahead and make something out of this. And then we're going to have to extend this area, probably cover up a little bit of the river here, so we have a pathway that goes from there around and goes all the way to that edge of the island. Now on the map it looks pretty massive, this is quite big. But at least it gives us tons of space to build stuff. Now that building is out of the way, which means you can still progress here. Now there's a couple of things we could do. We could do this guy, the block duplicator, which seems to be good to duplicate some blocks, so we can use them for building. We can also go for a jetpack. Now a jetpack would be amazing, just so we can actually fly around the world. But what I'm looking at right now is this, warp plates, so we can actually move around some items and some things. I believe they move us as well. I'm not sure. They may not too. They may only move items. I guess we'll have to see. But they do actually give us a couple of ender tanks as well. They're just pretty handy. So we're gonna go ahead and make these. They're pretty cheap, as you can see. Just take some warp dust. But these guys actually need to be found in crystal mountain biomes in the end. I've not been to the end, so I guess we need to go somehow to the end. Now, I did make this access over here to the top of the building because this is where my power is now coming from. So the windmills, they do actually work. They do not have UI. Yep, they just say this random message, but you can just place them down and they are actually working. Now, I do believe that I need to go and grab some more of these cables and some blocks, but yeah, these guys are actually working and they're powering my machines down below. So I'm making a few more so I can just go ahead and have a little bit of a passive power generation. I do want to have a battery box like somewhere over there, so it actually stores power and these guys don't run out of power. And I'm constantly now making a lot of this coal dust so we can then compress it and then make a few more generators, as I do have the resources for 5 more. Well, I don't really want to go to the end right now, so I guess we can go ahead and do something like this. Let's, for example, take a look at this crafting. This is treated wood, copper wire, and copper coil. So treated wood, copper coil, and copper wire, and we get an LV transformer. This gives us this quest, which gives us another one, a few cables. What I really want is this, the infusion pedestal. Now, this guy is a little bit trickier. As you can see, it requires 8 regular passes around it to do a form of infusion crafting. If you recall the previous mod pack, which I don't, is where the Empowerer was, hence the unorthodox recipe. And this is the recipe right now. So we gotta make 2 advanced machine blocks, which is basic, kinda. This is like the hardest one, but this is just a few crafting steps. Make this, make carbon plates, so it's not really that complicated. Make the redstonium, which is just energizing power. Make this battery, which I thought would be quite a long way off, but it actually isn't. As you can see, it's pretty much some basic resources. This one is just some electrum and steel. I'm making more steel, I need to make more electrum, so it's basically some crafting, which is a pain to do, but it's not really that hard. What? What? I finished one. Huh? What did I finish? Welcome? I guess I finished this one? No, wait, I finished this one with only 1 gadget? Okay, that's weird. That's not what it's meant to be. Well, I'm just in the middle of crafting still, because this is taking like a lot of my resources. I do believe I have every single resource for this. But it's just time consuming, going ahead, making this, making that one. Now I need another one of these, and I go ahead and grab it. And I was running a little bit out of aluminium, but I knew where I could get some easy one up in the mountains, so I went and got that. Now I'm back down here, and I just realized I don't really have the one recipe I need to pay attention to, which is this one. I don't have it here. Because I have this thing, we're making progress towards these as well. There's so much resources that's actually needed. And now I believe I do have everything to make this, and boom, we got it. Now I'm actually gonna go ahead and place it over here temporarily, just so I don't like put it in random places. So we can just go ahead and put it over here. And now if we take a look at the book actually showed a picture. It's 2 blocks to the side. And then what we want to do with this is we go here into the infusion, and we need a block of infused redstonium. Now this takes nature glomeric, which is easy to do. We have one of these. We can do it with a diamond. Red quartz, also pretty easy. A brick and another brick. So we can go ahead and make a couple of infusions right now. So basically we want to go 2, 2, 1, 2, and 1, 2. And then I believe we should go ahead and just place it down in the corners, and this should be the setup. Now I don't know if this guy needs power or anything like that. Oh, and guess what? We just got ourselves a via vendor. That's gonna be helpful. But the next thing is also this. If we make 200 bio-enriched circuits, we get the alt miner, which has efficiency 5, holding 4, silk touch, and unbreaking, and we also get a big charge pack, which will charge this thing, so we can go mining forever. Now we gotta do this. Yeah, and this takes 200 of these. No, it's actually not 200. Okay, so it's actually 50 of these plus 200 organic diodes. Now organic diodes need to go through a compressor, and I need biomass, and I need the normal version. So this is actually tricky. I mean, it's tricky, but we can do this one. But how do we get biomass? Oh, we need a melting chamber. Okay, the recipe is actually quite basic though. I thought that the recipe would be a little bit harder, because the melting chamber actually allows you to have pretty decent recipes. Now it's actually saying that this biomass is a little bit harder to get though, because you get 1 millibucket, 1 millibucket. Okay, so for every single recipe we need to use this biomass, and then we can add, for example, kelp. That would work, or bamboo. Bamboo is also pretty easy to get. The problem would be this biomass, because this needs leaves. It needs any sort of flower, and it's sapling. Okay. And then we need, oh my god, it's gonna take quite a while. I mean, that's why this is an expert pack, right? Because it's meant to be like this. And I believe if we do this quest, we get the old miner. We don't need to get this. We don't need to actually craft one of these ourselves. We could just craft the saw, and we can have this thing, well, done for us. Then we also have a simple storage network. This guy actually tells us to do a storage scanner, so we can actually have a way to store items and see what we have with one single block. Okay, but right now I kind of want to start up with Astral, because I believe we're actually going to be needing it quite a little bit. So to start it off, we need to make this, the Astral tome. Now we need a book, pretty simple. We need a parchment, also pretty simple. There you go, book is made, and this gives us an apple pie. Oh, let's take some new food. Now we need to make the resonating wand. Now this takes a couple marble, monosteel, an ender pearl, and an aquamarine. And boom, resonating wand gives us more aquamarine, constellation paper, and the night summoner. Sets time to night, only obtainable as a quest reward. Huh. Okay, so it sets time to nighttime. Now we need to make this, the luminous crafting table. And how does that work? So we got the crafting table, but we create the luminous crafting table. You'll place a crafting table next to a collector crystal inside of a large marble structure found in the mountain or desert biomes. Remember, you have the nature's compass. Okay, I know exactly where this is. Yeah, so it's basically one of these big ones. Apparently, if you dig underneath, you will find an hidden room. Now this room also has a chest with constellation paper. We'll take that, and I'm memorizing a constellation, I guess. But then we gotta like put this here. And what, do I right click with a wand, or does it, oh wait, it's doing something. Hold on, it's beginning to believe, I think. Now it doesn't actually say like how long it takes, but I need to place a crafting table next to the just next to the collector crystal. So I guess I'll have to wait a little bit, and we'll see. Well, this one actually had a ton of constellations, so I kind of learned about new ones. But this guy is taking so long that I'm not sure this is right. Oh, there we go. So apparently it just needs a clear view of the sky, which means no water, no nothing. And there we go, we got ourselves the luminous crafting table, which also gives us a bunch of stone ingots. So let's go ahead and go back home. We're just gonna grab a bucket of water from there, and we're out. Well, just as the quest says, Well, we need to make this the light well, which is used to collect starlight in a liquid form. So we simply place it down, put an aquamarine or a rock crystal on top of it. But the problem with this is, well, basically we can get all of these, right? But how do I get an attuned rock crystal or just a rock crystal? Because this guy requires himself to be made. So I'm guessing it's maybe no celestial crystal. No, the only one that has a crafting recipe is this, and this guy takes rock crystal essence from the rock crystal seed. The rock crystal seed needs rock crystals. We're back at the loop. Maybe we can look at the stars and get something. Ah, well, maybe this will tell us. Now we need the rock crystals. Due to the special circumstances that create them, each newly mined, well, I do not know how to create them. What do you mean how to create them? I don't know how to make them. Rock may only have a combined 7 levels. Smashing a rock crystal's faces. No, it's probably not here. So let's go ahead and go to the discovery, maybe. Aha. So maybe prevent issues from carrying off them, modifying these study tools. No. So maybe what we need to do is we need to find the rocks on the temples. Or never mind, I just need to go mining. Yeah, I literally just need to go mining and find it underground. Okay, that makes more sense. Well, at least we can make a couple other things. So I want to make these two. The looking glass and the telescope. Now to make this, we can just use the Lumia's crafting table, and it's a pretty simple recipe with some living wood twigs, monosteel, and glass lenses, which is made with some glass paints and aquamarine. So I think I got everything we need for that. So I guess we can go ahead and try this. Oh, this is in the middle, and we do this. Now the thing is, I do believe that it needs to be nighttime for this thing to work. That's why we have these. Oh. Well, I only meant to do one. Okay. So now what I do, oh. By the power of the stars. Oh, we got it. There we go. We got some glass lenses. And now, oh, this is a lot of things in it. We now need the twigs, which we can make ourselves. So it's 4 twigs. And can we put this like that? Can we? By the power of the stars, do something. There we go. We got ourselves a looking glass. Now I believe this is meant to be, oh, this only works for the stars. Oh, okay. Quite nice though. And we get a telescope. Now there's this guy. Yes, it is meant to be placed down. And now, oh, wait a second. Am I meant to like put these together? I don't know what I'm doing. I have no clue what I'm doing. I guess we'll have to find out later. But well, after this I really need to go mining. I'm pretty much out of resources again, and we do need to find that other thing so we can move on with the quest here. So we make the light well, we need to find one of these rock crystals. So I really gotta go mine down deep, down below, so we can make all of these good things for the next episode. So, hope you guys enjoyed this video. Don't forget to like, subscribe if you haven't, and of course, see ya in the next one. Bye!